stuff together. I'm driving. Busy day today. Hold up. Trying to figure out the but there it is. Alright, hopefully y'all can hear me. You see out here in Florida, so I gotta have it on. See if I can turn it down just a notch. Anyway, wanted to hop up here, go live, do a live Q&A for anybody got any questions because I was supposed to upload a interview today with my guy, Mr. Deidre Carr. I got we knocked the interview out, but I don't think I'm gonna get time to get it up in time. So I said, well, let me just go live and give y'all something to close this week out before we head into the weekend. So, y'all got any questions? Shoot. In the meantime, I'll rant real quick until somebody hop up on here with me and ask me some questions. And so, one thing that's on my mind is this, just FYI. And I know I kind of spoke on this the other day about being professional and all of that, but I want to say this though. And shout out to Glenn Cameron too, because I listened to him the other day. He kind of touched on this too, but he was talking about how the hustle mentality and how you got to lead that. And I just want to piggyback off that really because what in the hell is that? Some type of dead animal in the road that I tried to avoid. Anyway, um, yeah, he was talking about the hustle mentality, right? So when we doing business, right, we building businesses, cleaning companies in particular over here. And so just understand this. Don't treat it like a hustle, man. Don't treat it like a side hustle. This is a business of your main business, and you can turn it into a big business or carry it as such, man. Like I was on the phone with a Zoom call with. Actually, I've been on a couple different Zoom calls with a couple different companies, really, that want to partner with me, right? And I'm gonna tell you now. So y'all know I have a lead generation service, but these companies actually are looking to partner with people to provide them with actual jobs, like not just a lead, but an actual job. So, but in order to do that, I have to be able to partner with actual companies, like professional companies, right? So I can partner with people that's gonna be, you know what I mean, on that big ass, and you treating it like it's a hustle, and you going in there just, you know what I mean, with I don't even want to try to describe it. I'm thinking about my old days because sometimes I used to go in the buildings with, ripped up jeans at the bottom. You know what I mean? Big and baggy as hell, and you know what I mean. And sometimes my stuff be falling all off me, and you know what I mean. Like you gotta have it together. You know what I mean? Like I talked about this the other day. You know what I mean? Don't come in there smelling like weed. Don't come in there drunk as hell. You know what I mean? Have your stuff together, man. So that way, when these opportunities arise rather, we can always we can be able to partner. You know what I mean? Mailbox cat said white beater, exactly. You know what I mean? We're like, be professional, be ready to run a business, man. And another thing too, I got so many notifications and stuff coming up anyway. Another thing too, what was I about to say? Gosh, there we go. I'm about to bring a subcontracting program, right? So I'm about to launch it, and I'm speaking it because I'm putting the pressure on myself because I tried. I was about to do this before in Virginia, right before COVID hit, and then when COVID hit, I changed my mind. I didn't have to change my mind, but honestly, the combination of COVID and then the combination of me just not feeling like it, I stayed, you know what I mean, taking the easy way out because I didn't feel like it. But at the end of the day, I have to. You know, I feel like I'm responsible to do this. So what I'm about to do here locally in Florida is a subcontracting program. So it's gonna be similar to a franchise, but it won't be a franchise. And so what I'm about to do is I'm going to find the contracts. I'll bill them. I'll do all of that, and then you come subcontract under me. And these are for my newer people, right? Because y'all gonna need some hands-on experience. And y'all know my rule when it comes to subcontract. Don't subcontract unless it's just for experience. That's my rule when it comes to subcontracting. Like, unless you just brand new, then typically you probably don't need a subcontract. Now, every now and then you come across a good subcontract where there's enough money in there to go around when you can actually, sub under somebody and make good money. Because the main thing is this: you want to make sure that it pays enough for you to be able to pay somebody else to do it, right? We ain't get into this business to clean every day. You know what I mean? We got into this business to build a business, right? So you need to make sure there's enough money in there for you to pay somebody else. With my subcontracting program, this is really not for you to build a business out of. It's really for people who are basically the hustling people, right? The solopreneur, right? The one that say, I'd rather clean all the building and keep all my money, right? And I make 80,000 go through me for their first couple of accounts to get their feet wet, and then I can train them how to be independent. All right. Also, I'm bringing back the $10,000 package, the starter kit with accounts. It guarantees you $2 grand per month in monthly contracts. And so, with that said, that's why I'm talking about what I was saying earlier. You need to make sure that you're ready to be a business person if you buy into that package. Don't don't do it. I'm telling you, man, don't do it. Don't get into and buy into that program, and then because with that package, those contracts will be yours. It won't be under me. It'll be yours. And so I'm gonna print. The way I'm gonna present it to the customer is I'm gonna make them think that you are everything. You know what I mean? Like you all that. You the guy. You know what I mean? Or the girl. You know what I mean? The woman. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be the person. And so when I sell you like that, you got to make sure you can back it up. And I'm gonna, as far as the training and knowledge, all that, I got you over there. I'm talking about the appearance, okay? I'm talking about the way you present yourself, okay? So, and then also, I don't know. I think about that. I ain't gonna say that part. I'll think about that. All right. Xavier Roman, shout out to MCBM member, says, hey AJ, how's the commission leads program work? Hope I'm saying it correctly. Unless you would like me to email the question. I actually don't. Oh, you talking about? Yeah. That's you talking about masterclass stuff? Yeah. Ask no, don't email me that. Ask me that inside the in-house lead generation group and tag me on that so I can answer you there because I'm sure whatever question you have when it comes to that, I'm sure other people in that got the same question or they might. So I'd rather answer that inside that group and I probably just record a video to answer you anyway. But he said, yeah, he said, how does it work? Yeah, I'll tell you inside the group. But I thought you was asking how's it going. It's going wonderful. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna change the whole course to do it the way I'm doing it now. All right. What else we got? Oh yeah, I've been back in Florida since August. So I definitely snuck out quietly. I ain't I didn't want nobody to know because I made it a big thing when I came back home and I was like, you know what I mean, coming in with my cape on and acting like I was gonna say the word. I really wanted to do the subcontract program there, and I really was trying to create, work for people with high paying quality work opportunity, and I wanted to really go big there. So, but I quickly learned that there was a good reason that I left. Like it was a lot of influences there that would I wasn't gonna be able to be my best version of myself if I stayed there. All right, what else we got? I'm in Virginia Beach. Let's do it here. I mean, I was gonna do it there, man, but I can't. I eventually I want to do it there, and I still got my office there too. So if this is successful and if it works quickly, then I'll just go ahead and reopen the office there, and then we get it on the road. So, but for now, I gotta start where I'm at. So I'm in Florida now. Uh, I left you a voicemail the other day. Holler at me when you get a chance. So I don't know if you got my right number now. But just go to email me. Email aj@cleanbusinessnetwork.com or just go to Calendly. For anybody, go to calendly.com/CBN network and then schedule a call with me because I never check voice messages. And if you might be calling my Google Voice number, and that one probably I don't ever check anything on there. That's the one I use to make outgoing calls, but I don't even look at the incoming. Like I don't get a notification or anything. And if you got my actual cell number, then text me. All right. James Freeman says how you make money on $500 a month with employees. Easy. Let me tell you how you make $500 a month with employees. How much are you paying the employee? What, $250, $300? Okay. Now, how did you get that $500 contract? Do that again 1,000 more times or 100 more times, and now you got, because out of that 500, what if you taking 200 of them home? Okay, now if you do the same thing, they'll get another 500. No man, go get 10 more of those. Just go get 10. You know what I mean? And there you go. Now you got that passive money coming in. All right. Uh, Oh, okay. That's it. He ain't got a question. I was thinking about that more though. But go watch my video, How to Get Rich Cleaning Office Builders. That'll break it down for you 100%. It's easy. It's very easy. It's not hard at all. You just got to do it. You know what I mean? But just trying to find the word. But anyway, it's just about numbers, man. Do more. Simple as that. Get more customers. It's very easy. All right. Who else? Now, excuse me. Very simple. Not easy. It's not easy managing all these different people, man. Managing customers, managing workers. That's not easy. But it's definitely simple. It's simple math, simple process. So, but anyway, that's what I got. Because I don't see any more questions. I just came here to answer questions and talk to y'all. But if you don't know already, let me tell you this: www.cleanbiznetwork.com. You can buy appointments from us if you need to grow and get customers for your cleaning company. You can get a starter kit from us, and we will help you get your cleaning business started. I'm talking slow on purpose. I'm stalling to see if anybody else going to ask a question. Maybe somebody just joined. All right, at least I was trying to talk slow. All right, but anyway, go to the website, check it out, see if you we got something for you. All right. Anyway, hit like button on this video if you like this content. Thank y'all. I will be back soon. I see Great David just finally saved y'all. Right, because I'm about to go. Great David said, and really, I'm just sitting here. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, I got plenty of time. I'm waiting for my son to get off the bus. Uh, let's see. I definitely keep you posted, Mr. Willard. And shout out to you. Matter of fact, how did that new contract go? CBN member, by the way, y'all. And you just closed it. He was telling us about this huge contract. So if you got that, email me, man. Let's go ahead and get your interview scheduled too. Let's share that. All right. Greg Davis said, "How do you feel about subcontracting companies? How do you feel about subcontracting? Oh, like the big ones. So you got a lot of big international companies out there that will subcontract to other companies, right? This is how I feel. I literally just got finished talking about this on our weekly CBN call inside the Clean Business Network. We do a weekly call every Friday. And here's my opinion on it. If the numbers make sense, do it. So, and what I mean is, like for example, when I worked at JanPro as an operations manager, they we got approached by those companies a lot. And since I was the operations manager, I got to decide if I wanted to take it or not, and then offer it to a unit franchise owner or not, right? And so what I would they would send you over what the job is, what store it is, because a lot of times it'd be like floor jobs, stuff like that. So they want us to like strip and wax. What's the ones they used to always send us? The the hair salons inside the Walmart. And so what I would do is I would look at the price, I would look at the square footage, and I would go to the Walmart because they wouldn't give me the exact address. Now that I think about it, but what they did do was they would tell us the city and the area, like the subdivision. So I would go over there to that subdivision, find a Walmart in that area, then I would go in there, look around, see what the floors look like, and if it looked like okay, bam, we can knock that out for that price, then I would do it. But I was also taking into account that okay, well the franchise got to eat, then the franchise owner has to eat. I'm talking master franchise, then the unit franchise owner, and then the unit franchise owner being able to pay some workers. So for that situation, it didn't work because it was too many hands in the pot. So I never took those. But if you got your own company, it might work for you. So the only thing I can say is make sure that you know what's worth it for you. Like you got that's what I was telling the guy earlier. Like that's why it's important that you know how to bid. Okay. And so a lot of y'all who join the Clean Business Network and y'all skipping that bidding part inside the course and think y'all just gonna question us to death inside the group. I really recommend that you go back and really study that bidding part inside the course because if you know how to calculate your numbers, then you never could get cheated. You always gonna know how it works. All right. Shout out Miss Brenda White checking in. Thank you. Hey to you. Eric James says I plan on starting a disinfectant business using foggers. Do you have any advice on gaining clients or just in general advice? I got some general advice for you. As far as gaining clients, it's the same as the rest of it. You get figure out who's the decision maker, contact them, offer a quote, and try to close the deal. But the general advice that I have is talk to insurance brokers ahead of time because that's something we literally trying to figure out. Like as we growing, we're starting to see. Like somebody told me in the group earlier that their liability coverage for their regular cleaning won't cover that. So talk to some insurance people, some insurance brokers in your area, and see if they'll cover it. All right. Marvin, Mr. Marvin Tisney, I believe I said it right. Marvin says, "How successful is cold calling in your opinion when trying to find accounts?" How successful is the thing. That's it. That's the thing. It's very successful. I run a whole lead generation company off of that, just off of cold calls. So definitely, my Calendly link. I'm glad you spelled it right. It's hard to say, and I don't even know. I might be saying it wrong. Some people say Calendly. I don't know. But anyway, my Calendly link is calendly.com/CBN network. All right. Gary Parker says, "Hey AJ, I seen you had posted in the group that March 1st was the last day to file for your business, and I had to ask, what if you have employed?" Everybody thought I said that, but that's not actually. Oh, You know what? Maybe I did. Maybe if you're talking about an old post, then maybe I did, because there was a time where I think I said March 31st based off of what a tax preparer told me. But that, things change. The dates change for when you file each year. But that was old. But if you're talking about the one I posted, what, maybe a month ago or two, I was talking about for 1099. So anybody that needs to, if you got 1099 contractors, the deadline for that was February the 1st. Because I had just had somebody call me the other day, one of my family members called me and it was like, I know the date is the 1st. And I said, no, that was February 1st. So, but definitely still do it now. I posted a link in the group to what website I use this year. So if you use QuickBooks, and just go through QuickBooks. But if you don't use QuickBooks, I believe, if I can guess, I think the website I used was 1099file.com. And the reason why I go through places like that, because you could easily just get a 1099 PDF and then fill it out, right? And then give it to your people and then submit it. But the reason why I don't do it like that is because you're also supposed to submit to the IRS. And so websites like that, 1099file.com, I believe is the website, they will submit to the IRS for me. And it's like another separate second form that goes with that form too. And I always forget the name of it. And they'll file that for you too. So, but that's not your taxes though. You don't have to file your taxes by the date. That was just for 1099. So if you haven't filed your 1099s yet, anybody, if you own a company and you got 1099 people working under you, file it ASAP, because you already missed the deadline for this shit. All right. All right. Shout out Eric James, no problem. All right. Greg Davis said, yeah, I partnered with Citywide, just partnered with Services and New Jersey Janitorial DCNM. Right. As a matter of fact, so Citywide, if anybody know what it is, that's a prime example of what I'm basically about to do here in Florida. Is the way they subcontract out, that's exactly what I'm about to do. And so they charge you a fee up front to become a licensed subcontractor with them, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. All right. Trying to get them big contracts like Barnes and Nobles, Complex Developments, etc. Any advice? Trying to get the big contracts. So I'll give you the advice of Mr. Mark Anderson, who I had on my channel for an interview. He's been doing it way longer than me. He's way older than me. And he made way more money than I made. So I'm going to tell you his answer to this, because it's basically the same as mine, which is, he said, start small. The way you get the big contracts is to get the small ones first. Because typically when you go to a big contract, when you do a big bid, sometimes they will ask to see like how you came up with the numbers. They want to know everything, but they're gonna ask you how many square footage have you cleaned in the past, what size buildings, like they want to know how you're qualified to handle the job. So that's something to consider. So build up with the smaller ones first. Get you some $2,000 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month contracts, and then you can get up to those big ones, right? Another thing too. Now here's my answer to it. The way you get one contract is the way you get any contract. I can't say that enough. You figure out who the decision maker is and you approach them. That's how you get them. I know it seems too simple, but that's really all it is. And I done talked to, first of all, I got what, over 10, I don't even know how many years it is anymore. I was 19 when I started. I'm 32 right now. I'll be 33 next month. No, excuse me, in April. So do the math on that. I don't know. But I've been doing this for a long time. So my experience, plus all of the thousands now, it used to be hundreds, thousands of people that I talked to over the years, whether it's on the internet or in person, we all just come to the same conclusion, that it's just simply figure out who the decision maker is and approach it. That's it. And that's for whether it's big or small. That's it. Unless it's for government, then they got a whole portal that you go through. But that's it. All right, what else we got? I got a good question for you. Would you agree that a franchise would be okay if you plan on building an empire, more than one business under your? Hell no. No. There is a time where I think a franchise would be okay. It's actually a couple of times, but that's not one of them. Because if you're trying to build a real business, a big business, and you want to build an empire, you don't need nobody taking all them royalties and management fees from you. Not at all. But here's the time when it's okay to buy the franchise. Number one, if they will allow you to get contracts outside of them. That's really the only That's it. That's the thing. If they'll let you get contracts outside of them where they don't have no fee, and there's a couple that would do it, and I would name them, but I'm not gonna do it up here until they cut me a check because they ain't getting my free publicity that I worked years to build my audience, right? But anyway, so and I have approached them and asked them. It's been years though. I asked them probably about 3 years ago. The one that I'm thinking of in particular. I'll ask them again though. Maybe they'll do it this time. Maybe they'll wear me now. All right, here we go. Oh, so is that the only time I would do a franchise? Oh, it is another time I would do a franchise. The other time I would do a franchise is if, let's say, you just got out of jail or something. You've been in prison for a long time, like years, and you come home. You barely have any money. You might have like I don't know $2,000 to your name, and you don't have a computer, and even if you had one, you don't know how to work it. You don't have an email yet. Nothing. You just completely green. Then okay, do a franchise. But at some point, even then, you're gonna grow up. You're gonna glow up, especially if you're watching my channel while you're building that franchise, and if you're being serious and taking it serious. You're gonna learn how to do this stuff anyway. So over time, maybe within 5 years, you'll sell that franchise and then go independent. Okay, so that's the only two times. And the reason why I say this, let me tell you why I say this, because that first reason in particular, obviously the second reason was self-explanatory, right? But to go back a little bit, so the reason why I say if they only get a franchise if they will let you get contracts outside of them, is because, like I said, at some point, like when you start making real money, and like in the beginning, okay, you can take your little 15, 20%. No, I mean that ain't no big deal right in the beginning, but percentages are crucial. So when you start making, no, I mean imagine making $80,000 a month, and then they charge you 20%. That's $16,000 a month. No, I mean that they take it, and that 16 grand, that could have been somebody's salary. You know what I mean? That could have been your money. That would go a long ways when you get them out your way. Another thing too with franchising, what I mean, just to drive that particular point home, I'm telling you now, I'm past like I make more now with my company now with the leads and the app, but before as I was growing and once I had got to the same level that I was at with my cleaning franchise with this company, even though I was grossing the same, I made like the money was different because it actually passed through my account. When I saw $10,000 a month come through my franchise, well, out of the 10,000, my check might have been 4,300 after they finished with it because they would charge me so many finders fees and royalty management fee and this and that, and I was growing fast. So yeah, it was good. I was growing fast, and I can say I'm grossing more. But at the end of the day, they was charging me so many sales and marketing fees because I had to buy these contracts from them that I really was barely making it. You know what I mean? So and it was like, and I was waiting because those fees would get paid off eventually, but it took years to pay them off because I was buying so many at a time. So it was like I buy one in March, then I buy one in June, then I buy one in August, and so it was like over time, like I got month after month, and it's like every now and then one to drop off the note, but it was man, it's a lot. So versus with my company, number one, the most important thing is when I made that 10 grand, oh, that whole 10 grand go through my account. When you make 10 grand with a franchise, you don't actually get 10 grand that passes through your account because they take this shit out first. And that's really, I don't understand how they get away with that legally because you getting taxed on that whole 10 grand gross that didn't even go through your account at all. I could see if you got the shit first and then they let you take it out and pay them later. My bad too, my phone on 5%. Let me hurry up. But that don't make any sense. So anyway, all right. Any good idea on a car brand for a work vehicle? Any of them, just get started. All right. I'm trying to hurry up because the phone. All right. Love you, my guy. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Love you too. All right. That's weird to say to a stranger you don't even know him, but appreciate it. If you love me, shit, I love you too, goddamn. Much love. All right. Ron Reed, what's good, my brother? Shout out Ron Reed, CBM. I'm gonna try to get it real quick. Facebook ads for branding and marketing, or Google ads for search. I'll go Google if I had to choose for commercial. All right. Any tips on getting government contracts? Any tips? Go watch my 2 videos on government contract. And I got 2 of them where I interviewed 2 people that know more about it than I do. All right. Cheap Cinema says, with the cleaning company, is it possible to make a good income like $2,000? Absolutely, a good side income easily. without a doubt. And you talking about maybe 20 hours worth of work a week if you do $2 grand a month. All right, that's what I got. I'm out of here. Thank y'all. Subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. CleanBizNetwork.com if you're interested in any of our stuff that we got to offer to help you grow, start